Hello and welcome to this week's Green Umbrella Live Fun. I'm all like, hey, we're here. Hi, how you doing? I am. Do you know, I'm in a WhatsApp group and people have been talking about some lion something last week, and I don't know, the moon's in a certain place and energies and all that kind of stuff. I feel so wiped out at the minute. It's crazy, but like loads of people are saying it, aren't they? They're just like, oh, I really need a break, really need a holiday.
Yeah.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm like, you know, I believe that if you're energetic, then when you're around people, they feel that energy. But when it comes to like the whole placement of the moon and the stars and that affecting things, I'm always a little bit like, but then you realise that you're falling into it as well.
I found it. This was 2 days ago. Today is the Lion's Gate portal, which means there are super powerful energies going on at the moment. It's important to get your practices in today. Grounding, breathwork and meditation. Did you do yours, Mark?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Right. So anyway, welcome to the Green Umbrella Live Lunch. It's Thursday. It's 12 o'clock. We're almost at the end of the week, so we can have a break, perhaps. Anyone got anything exciting going on this weekend? I'm going to visit my friend, and we're going to karaoke. How fun is that?
If that's not a piece of content on your socials next week, I will be very disappointed.
You know, it's really weird. I can sing, however, or I think I can sing.
Oh.
However, when I go into karaoke, I'm like, I can't sing.
So what's your song of choice?
I don't have one.
Oh,
I don't have one. So, yeah, I'm like,
Let's throw it out to the fans. What should Christina sing this weekend at karaoke? Paul, David, I know you've got an opinion, so get it in the comments.
Well, given what she's just said then, it's got to be Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne.
There we go. Or Talking to the Moon, Bruno Mars.
I don't think I know either of them.
Of course you don't.
It's all right. You'll have the words. You'll be fine. You'll soon get the melody.
If it's not on the Feeling Awesome playlist, then I don't know it, basically.
Maybe a Rudimental and Becky Hill number.
Oh, perhaps. Maybe. We'll see. Paul said simply the best. Okay, so yeah, so what have you guys got? Anything exciting planned, or are you just gonna like sleep?
I've got band practice, so that's sort of once in a year kind of thing. So that'll actually be quite exciting.
Sweet. I have got, so Saturday there is a fundraiser day going on in Daventry for a friend of mine who sadly has got cancer, and they're trying to fundraise because she needs private treatment and stuff like that. So there's a whole sort of fun day, music, tombola, just a great chance for the people of Daventry to come out and show their support. So I'm doing that. I'm going to be selling t-shirts for my friends. So I'm going to be doing my best Del Boy impression. So
go on, give us the impression.
No. I can't spill all my secrets because they'll know what the hook is. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to embarrass myself. And then Sunday I am podcast recording. So I'm very excited.
Cool. So yeah, we're like, actually, as a team, we've got a few podcasts going on, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah, but Nicole's as well, and yours, mine. Interesting. Okay, so let's talk about social media news, because there's been. Do you know? I was just flicking through things early this morning. There has been a lot of stuff this week, but it's like nothing's very exciting. There's one exciting thing that's happened yesterday that I'll talk about, but it's all been a bit like meh, really.
Meh.
It's August, isn't it?
And school holidays, no one can,
No one wants to release anything new.
No. Probably drowning in multiple snacks for the kids, trying to keep them entertained. Yeah.
Everyone's struggling because of the lions thingy.
There's lions, there's kids. It's just a nightmare out here, guys.
So come on, Kim, what have you got? What's you?
Well, I don't know if anybody's actually heard of this app, but actually my little boy told me about this. He was like, Mum, there's a new social media platform for kids. He's a bit of a social media geek. He hasn't got social media, just want to say that. Doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything like that, but he's really techie and he's into all this sort of stuff. And he told me about an app called Zigazoo. Now, having looked at it, it's essentially a bit like TikTok for kids, but so you'd upload a video or a photo, and then it sends you challenges, and it might be like pull a silly face, do this, that, or the other, and it's a way for them to meet other children. Don't know how that's verified, I'll be honest, and just get into social media, but kind of without the toxic stuff. I'd just like to point out he does not have it. Just because I haven't looked at it enough, and he's 7 years of age. He doesn't need to be on social media at the moment.
This is the thing, isn't it? And I think when you work in this world, when these apps pop up, we're more aware of the positives and the negatives.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a. I mean, it amazes me when I hear about sort of 7, 8, 9-year-olds with Instagram accounts and stuff like that. I'm like, really?
I know. I'm one of the, obviously after you, one of the biggest social media lovers, and I love it, but I'm not comfortable having him. He's like, Mum, I really want a YouTube channel. I want to be able to like review Roblox and all this. And I'm just like, 1, get to the park, and 2, like it just makes me feel weird. I don't know. I'm just like, you've got plenty of time. Once you start, secondary school or whatever, it's going to be, he probably won't want to speak to me again. But right now, I don't feel that he needs to have that sort of.
No.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable.
No, I get you. I completely get you. What was it called again?
Zigazoo.
Zigazoo. Because you were telling me, we were chatting the other day, and you were telling me about this, weren't you? And I was like, oh, is it like because Moshi Monsters used to have a little app.
Yeah.
And it was like little games and challenges and things like that. So I was thinking, is it going to be more down those lines? But from what you sort of described to me, it is a social media app.
Yeah. Zigazoo Kids. Let me just read something off of their website. The world's largest social network for kids. Come and join the world's largest social network for kids. Needs to do some work on their website, where kid creators, brands, and celebrities host one-of-a-kind challenges. And when I looked at it, I'm not here for it.
No.
Our mission is to give youth a safe and positive community where they find joy, develop healthy online relationships, and aspire to their greatest potential as tomorrow's digital citizens. Christ.
See, I could get behind something that was teaching kids how to, how to behave online, let's say, how kind of promoting positive behaviours and positive interactions and that kind of thing. But it's just, I think it's encouraging the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it says it's human moderated, and it's for parents by parents. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I haven't had a proper look at it, but certainly at 7 years of age, it's not something he's going to be on.
Do you know, it's an interesting thing, like kids that age and social media right now, because do you remember, like back in the day, like everyone wanted to be a nurse or a fireman or something like that, right?
Astronaut.
Whereas now it's, and I forget the exact stat and I forget where it's from, but essentially most like kids on his age, that sort of 6, 7, 8, like the thing that people.
There was a range there.
Yeah.
There's a median in there.
All right. So basically kids today, like the number one profession they want to go into, the thing they want to be when they grow up is a YouTuber. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but then Mr. Beast is worth something stupid like $50 million. So if he wants to look after his old mum by filming some stupid stuff online when he's a bit older, I'm okay with that. It's fine.
Mark's thinking, this is another reason why I don't have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
worry about any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mark, what about you? What have you seen this week, social media wise? What's been going on? Well, I mean, it might be beyond social media. I know you're looking at web stuff too, right?
Yeah, so there's a couple of bits. So there's been some more threads updates. So I had a quick play with some of these earlier as well. I know we spoke about last week about where you could send a thread to a story, but you can also send it to a post as well. So I don't know whether that was there last week or not.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. I've seen
Yeah.
we can send to a DM now, right?
Yeah, that's one of the new ones. So but you can actually send it to a post on Instagram as well. So you've got all three options there now. Some of these other bits I haven't had a chance to look at yet, but you should be able to keep track of your likes so you can see what you've liked, go back, have a look, see if you want to further interact with stuff. You're going to be able to sort the accounts that you follow by latest and earliest, a bit like you can. I think you can do that in Instagram anyway, can't you? So similar sort of thing. They have added or adding alt text for images, which obviously gives people a bit more accessibility for those that need screen readers and things like that. And this is the bit I've got to say, because I've never used Mastodon and things like that. There's something called Realme support for identity verification. So it's going to interact. It's going to, because I think we did speak about this, that it's going to be one of these decentralized systems so that you'll be able to sort of interact on Mastodon and stuff as well. And that's been sort of added apparently. But I've got to say,
they are kind of like, rolling out loads and loads and loads of updates. We haven't got a desktop app yet for it, but they've said that's coming, right?
Yeah. I think they said that is definitely in the works. So I think it's pretty much going to be one of them things for the next few months where there's probably going to be something new almost every week where they're just adding little bits of stuff to it.
And I think they're continuing to roll stuff out so that to try and keep the interest on the platform, because they've seen this decline in users from that first week.
Yeah, what was it? Something like 70%.
Yeah. But as
I mean,
said,
I'll be honest.
Still 25 million users still, though.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm one of those 70% because I'd actually deleted the app, so I'm just re-downloading it. So I got my dopamine fix when it first came out. Like, oh my god, look at this! I mean, we didn't talk to each other for a good period of time at Molly's leaving meal, did we?
So we literally went out for dinner. I've got a brilliant video of us sat around the table and everyone's on Threads.
It was the day it came out, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, guys, come on now, seriously. Yeah, cool.
I mean, I'm probably not using it as much, but I do still go on there probably every day. So yeah, but I don't know. For me, I follow different people on there than perhaps I was even doing on Twitter. So it's slightly different. I'm probably using it more like Twitter than certainly Instagram. And I didn't do the thing where I followed everyone I follow on Instagram. So I picked certain people that I wanted to still follow on Threads.
Well, I've just logged in, and my first few threads. What are we called? What are they?
Threads.
Are they just threads? Yeah. Is Audi UK and Greg's. So I don't know what that says about me. I mean, I know what it says about me, but probably should have a look at who I'm following, actually.
Every time I go in there, I'm just seeing content I've already seen.
Yeah. Like memes and things like that. And yeah. I think that's why I got rid, because it was just, maybe I didn't give it enough time. I mean, there's only so much you can learn about a Greg's sausage roll, isn't there? So I
don't know what you want me to say to that.
Yeah.
There's no words.
I've just filtered everything, but every response I had, and now I've got nothing.
That's locked in for the text on the image for later.
That'll improve our SEO.
Yeah.
And I too have filtered all my responses to that. Thanks, Mark.
Cool.
Anything else from you, Mark?
Got a bit of a Google one. So Google's downgraded the visibility of HowTo and FAQ rich snippets. So we've spoken about some bits before where you've got this stuff called schema in the background, which then gives sort of search engine results a bit more of a different feel at the top when you go to search something. So at the minute, if you go to search for, so how do I find out more about a Greggs sausage roll, there's probably someone that has done an FAQ about Greggs sausage rolls somewhere on the internet. Kim, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, but
pick on the fat one.
But that won't show anymore now. So basically, Google's going to remove those, and they apparently started downgrading it a few months ago anyway. But it isn't going to show anymore, apart from if it's like government information or health information. So they're using it to particularly promote sort of official channels rather than just how do I change the oil on my motorbike or something, you know, that type of thing, which used to come up at the top there. So that's going to be a change. From the article I read, though, it said, you know, do you need to remove that schema from your website? And from Search Engine Journal, the advice is just leave it, because just because Google has stopped showing that, it doesn't mean to say that Bing won't pick up on it or something. So there's no harm in leaving it there.
So do you think going forward, people should still like use those? Like in WordPress, when you're putting a blog together, you might pick that a content block that like gives it that I'm struggling for words. This is your bit, Mark.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see what the, you know, like say Yoast or whatever, because that's where that schema comes from within WordPress. See what they do. Yeah, obviously, if they remove that option, then we know that it's not worth using. And obviously in the page builder that we use in Beaver Builder, we've got options for sort of FAQs in there. So again, if we see that depreciated within the softwares, I think we know that it's not worth using anymore. But then I suppose if they're keeping it, you know, there are going to be, I suppose there's many government websites built on WordPress, but there might be smaller sort of official things that are out there that, you know, that might still work for.
Yeah.
So I think we just see what happens in the actual back end of it first.
One to watch. Cool. Okay. I mean, I'm glad you're saying that we don't need to go back and strip out all that code.
No, I mean that's what I read about it. It just said leave it, because just because Google's done it, it doesn't mean to say that other search engines won't pick up on it anyway.
Yeah. And it's a shame, because that's really useful in Google, just for like getting content ideas, sort of seeing what things pop up in that little area. So yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can understand why they're promoting sort of certain official higher level stuff. But yeah, I was looking for something this morning to do with my bike, and like obviously the first thing that comes up is like a how-to, and even if you don't feel it's the right thing, it's usually quite a useful thing as a starting point.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so I've got a boring thing and something that there's a little bit of a funny story attached. So I'll do the boring thing first, yeah?
To go for it.
So this is a LinkedIn thing, and actually it'll be interesting for recruiters. So LinkedIn are adding a way for you to kind of highlight your top skills on your LinkedIn profile. So at the minute, you've got a skills section already, and you can add like up to 50 skills in there. You order them and it shows like the top 3 skills that you want to show on your profile. And if you don't order them, it just shows the top 3 that you've had the most endorsements for.
Okay.
What they've done is now under your about section, within there, you've got a little panel, and you can basically add up to 5 skills in there. And these are your top skills. So if you're scrolling through someone's profile, like even, you know, like the about section, you've got like 2,000 characters, but you only see the first 2 or 3 lines and you have to click to read more. So you'll see that little snippet, then under there, there'll be a box and it will say top skills, and it will just list out those 5 skills. So if people are using LinkedIn and they are looking for work, if a recruiter's looking at their profile, recruiter's going to see straight away, okay, well, these are their skills, top skills, go from there. I think for people in business and using LinkedIn as a business development tool, again, it's like it allows you to be really clear on what it is, what it is that you do. So it's useful, but like I said, it's not very sexy. It's not very exciting.
Say you're right. That is really boring. No, joking. Yeah. I quite like it. Like you say, from a recruitment perspective, definitely. I don't know how it would work like for us. If it's something that we would be interested in, but yeah, definitely for certain sectors.
And I think as well, when it comes to optimize, there's a pigeon that's really annoying, right? And because like today's I thought I'm going to open the door, then I'll have like a bit of fresh air coming in. It'll help with my state, maybe a bit of fresh air, gets helps your energy, all that kind of thing. But the front door, there's like a little handrail banister thing, and this freaking pigeon just keeps, and it's a big old pigeon.
Can I just say,
and it just lands on there. And
how amazing would it be if the pigeon came in right now and just like landed on or like attacked? That would be the best piece of content.
It would, and it would trump. It would trump sausage rolls.
It would, yeah.
Come on, do the old what's the old?
Do the manifestation.
Yeah.
No, what was that? That was
dove from above.
Dove from above. What was that?
I wouldn't mind if it was a
shooting
dove.
Stars.
Shooting stars. Oh,
I wouldn't mind if it was a dove. Anyway, what I was going to say is,
anyway.
So with the LinkedIn algorithm changes, obviously we did a webinar on that on Tuesday, 2 days ago. So one of the things when it comes to optimizing your profiles, you optimize your profile using keywords. The keywords are the things that you want to basically tell LinkedIn, this is the stuff I talk about, this is what I'm an expert in. So I think as well, having these 5 skills highlighted as your top skills, again, if you think about the wording you use for those skills, if they're the right keywords, then when you're posting and it's about that stuff, then hopefully your content will be seen more. So it is a boring update. I get it.
But it's a good one.
It has benefits, I feel.
Yep.
And it's there, it's live. I've done it on my profile already, so you guys need to do it on yours.
5.
So yeah.
How many? 5?
5 top skills.
Not here a while then.
That's the boring thing. Kim, do you have anything else, or was it just the app? I can't remember the name.
I do. No, Zigazoo. Just think Spice Girls, Zigazig. That's how I'm going to remember it. So Instagram are testing new collaborative posting options to encourage participation. So essentially, you're going to be able to add your own images and videos to an existing post. So hopefully that will encourage more people to collab within the app. Yeah. So on the screenshot we've got here, allowing others to add to a post. When turned on, I assume that means the app. Others can add their photos and videos to the posts. Added media.
I love that you gave a little sideways look then to make sure that someone was laughing.
Thanks. It's validation. I need it at all times. Added media is approved by the original creator before being visible to others. Added media is only visible on the original post and isn't shared to participating users' feed or profile. Usernames and timestamps are shown on the media, and the original creator can remove the media added by others at any time. So yeah, so you can stick it on. It's got to be approved, and if they don't like it, they can remove it. So that's my Instagram update.
There you go. Like I said, it's all very. Do you know what it is? I am thinking about how to use stuff. So like I've got an event coming up on the 19th, and there's sort of 4 of us running the event. So I'm like, actually, so yeah, that would be, we could do that. Use the post. If each of us are a collaborator, we can add into that post. It's like yeah. Like I said, I immediately start thinking about how I can use this stuff.
Okay, so what's the event that you've got coming up on the 19th, Christina? Cheeky plug.
The breakthrough experience.
What's that about?
So, well, you've been there.
It's not
So
about me, babes.
It's an event where you can look at where you are right now, look at where you want to be, and figure out what's stopping you, and basically have a shift in your mindset and figure out how to get there. So it's quite an immersive experience, very much not marketing driven. So it always feels odd talking about it on here. But yeah, it's something I'm very passionate about. We have people come through that are struggling in life, whether it's their personal situation, issues at work, that kind of stuff, and they just need a bit of, they need a bit of support. They need a bit of they need to figure out how to get unstuck, basically. And yeah, they have a breakthrough whilst they're there, and they go on to do amazing things. So for some people, it's like they have a realization. For some people, it's just they just get to know themselves a bit better. Yeah, it's it's something I'm very passionate about, something I love. Yeah, David's going to be there, which is cool. So, and I think you're coming as well, Kim, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Yeah. Might be
Just
cool.
no breaking arrows with my throat, please. I was very bruised for a good 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, we do things like board breaks, arrow bends, that kind of thing. So get you stepping through your fears, stepping through what's holding you back. So it is an experience for sure. For sure.
It's like, for me, when I arrived, I was like, what the bloody hell is this? Because everybody, there was happy people, they were dancing to try and get their energy up. I had a panic attack, had to be taken outside. That was in the first 5 minutes. So I was thinking, oh my God, what is this? But actually, the way that it's delivered, it just takes you through very gently, and like the shock factor wears off. And there's, some really good stuff that you do on there that really makes you sort of dig deep. And if you've got any sort of past trauma or anything like that, then it definitely helps. And if you haven't, just come anyway. It's a great day.
Do you know, it's like I say, you don't need to necessarily have had some big traumatic experience in life. It's understanding how you see the world and how others see the world is really, really valuable in itself. Understanding
don't forget
what you believe, what your drivers are, and what beliefs actually support you and serve you and which ones don't. So like I said, it's interesting.
But don't forget, on the last one, there was someone that was there purely because they were feeling stuck and unconfident in their business. So you say that it's not, it's not all airy fairy and stuff like that. Some people do it genuinely to kind of the confidence and stuff that they may have sort of, at work in their business, or so it could be very beneficial.
Absolutely.
For anyone watching on LinkedIn, YouTube or Facebook. So
Langley, August 19th, come and hang out.
Get involved.
Cool. Okay, so
anyway, what's the exciting thing
about? Yeah. So, well, it's, to be honest, it's not even exciting. This one's not exciting either. But last night I was on a call to my friend Jen, and we're on a WhatsApp video call, but we're both on desktop. And she says to me, we're trying to book an Airbnb. We're looking at Airbnb options for something in a few weeks. And she's like, well, let me share my screen. And I'm like, you're on WhatsApp. You can't share your screen. And then this morning, when I was going through the social media news, literally, I'd not seen it. So it was announced on the 8th. So what is it? Yeah, 2 days ago. You can now, so it only works on the app. It doesn't work on desktop. But you can now share screens on WhatsApp in a video call.
I mean, does Jen know the lottery numbers for the weekend?
I'm like, how crazy is that? So
but just on the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pain.
Yeah, nice idea, but desktop, yes. App,
no,
not so much. Unless,
Well,
of
the
course, you've
thing
got an app
is,
on like a tablet or something like that, I guess. Or would that count as desktop?
I'm not sure. I've never used it on iPad. So yeah, I don't know. So I think it could actually be quite good. Like if you've got photos you want to show someone, to be
Yeah.
able to screen share, show them the photos, things like that. If you had a presentation you wanted to go through quick and check a few slides, I think it could be useful. But yeah, it's like, so I called Kim. I called Kim on WhatsApp on the desktop earlier, and she answered, and she was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Brilliant, that's all I needed. See you later," and hung up.
Yeah, see ya.
Didn't even tell her what it was about.
I'm used to it. I'm absolutely used to it. So Lisa has a comment on Facebook. Lisa's my little podcast buddy. Shout out to Lisa. Whoop, whoop. I'm way too old to be doing that. Sorry, Lisa. I mean, that screen share could be handy on the app. I mean, yes, for our WhatsApp conversations. But yeah, I don't know. Would I use it? Because if it's a photo and stuff, I just send them while we're on the call. I don't.
So I think for like if I was sharing my screen with you, it's quite a nice user experience, I think. However, for you, yeah. Okay. However, for me, it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
It is a bit awkward. It works a bit like Lisa's just said in the chat, please don't ever whoop again, Kim.
We'll discuss this on the recording on Sunday.
Yeah, so when you screen record on an iPhone, it kind of works,
never do.
It kind of works a bit like that. So it's a bit clunky.
I'll be honest, Christina. You said you had some exciting news, and I feel like you've sold us a dream.
Well, I didn't mean to say it was exciting. I just thought it was funny. I thought the story was funny about me laughing at Jen last night because how ridiculous it was that she thought she could share screens on WhatsApp and then read that this morning.
Good.
I haven't told her yet.
I might tell her.
We have to. No. We'll just wait. If she watches this, she'll bring it up, I'm sure.
Okay, so when we figure out that she hasn't watched it, at what point are we gonna tell her?
We just won't. Don't confuse her.
Oh, bless her.
Cool. All right. So what else have we got? That's everything that I've got. Like I said, everything else you guys have spoken about already. There's just not been anything.
Should we see if there's a Snapchat one? Because we haven't actually spoken about Snapchat for a while, I don't think. Or I don't feel like we have. I'll tell you what you can do while I'm doing this, Christina. Why don't you tell the lovely viewers about an amazing event we've got coming up on Tuesday? Wait for it, Mark. She won't remember the title.
I can't remember the title. I'm doing a masterclass all around Facebook groups. This is the thing. When you put something like this together, okay, you've got to come up with this like superstar title. And we sit down and we come up with like 10 titles. Well, we were supposed to come up with 10 and we normally we get to 5 and then I get bored and Kim's like, okay, well, should we do the rest of these another time, Christina? And I'm like, yes, please. But then it's like, how many weeks later and you're expecting me to remember the title? I'm like, I've just done one on Tuesday. My head's not there yet for the next one. But I do know it's going to be.
What was the one on Tuesday called?
I've done that
already,
so I don't need to keep that in my head anymore. Okay. It was about the LinkedIn algorithm, understanding the LinkedIn algorithm changes. I know what I'm going to talk about. Is the title's not as important as the content itself. This masterclass on Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about the value of Facebook groups, like how to run one,
how to build an engaged community.
That's it. How to run it, how to keep people engaged, the tools to use. Like the everyone tag, how to use that in a way that doesn't make your audience leave you, like all this kind of stuff. So I'm excited about the content.
Can I just say something on that? And this like, it triggers me. The at everyone button. I kid you not. Somebody at everyone the other day because they wanted to sell a scrunchie for £1.50. Now, if you have a Facebook group, do not at me for things like that, because I'm cleansing my social media. Every time someone at everyone's me and it's pointless, I leave the group.
So I feel like once a week is a good,
Yeah.
twice a week possibly is a good rate.
Yeah.
Because if you're managing a group, then at least once a week there's got to be a piece of content in there that is massive value.
Yeah.
So I think we should use the everyone tag.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some people, it's like
it's just constant.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy your perfume. I don't want your scrunchie. Stop atting me just because you want, you know what I mean? Sorry, I need to calm down. My cup of positivity. I'll just relax. Yeah,
Any thoughts,
very passionate
Mark?
about that one.
I think you lot are in all the wrong groups, because I don't get any of that in mine at all.
But have you? So you can. So Kim, do you know that in the groups you can actually adjust your settings so that you don't get notifications for those tags?
Yeah, I'll just remove myself, Christina. You know, you've got 2 strikes and you're gone. So
fair enough.
I'm quite brutal, and I haven't got time to be sitting there like, if they can't do it properly, drop me out. Told you, feel very passionate about this one.
Absolutely. Cool. Okay. Well, since we're out of social media updates, there's not an awful lot going on. Let's draw it to a close. Let's leave it there. I think we're good. Like I said, I haven't got anything else. The other stuff I've seen you guys have talked about. And I always say, your content doesn't need to be any longer than the content needs to be. So let's say
I'm just gonna keep filling the time. I'm just gonna find the link for the event and I'll pop it in. Just filler.
One thing I was going to say. Do you know what we're really bad at?
Filling.
So whilst we're live and we've got all these comments happening on Facebook, what we're really pants at is going back and responding to people. So when it comes to building engagement, and Facebook pages are a pain in the backside, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't get the engagement you should. One of the ways to drive engagement is when you get comments, make sure you respond. And yeah, I've noticed it the last few weeks. I've been meaning to say to you guys, we're really pants at going back and responding to people, because we've responded to them live.
Yeah.
It's like we feel like we've done it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyone still watching, that's something we need to do better. Maybe it's something you need to do better as well.
I feel like we're getting told off live on air. I'm not going to lie to you. And when I say we, I mean me, because, Mark does the pretty stuff.
Yeah.
So I will try harder and I will endeavour to be better. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to tune in at Tuesday at 7 p.m. so I can learn about how to build an engaged community, and I think that might help me. So
brilliant. You'll learn loads of stuff.
I can imagine it's very valuable.
It is. It is. Everyone should be there.
Sounds quite sarcastic, but actually the feedback that we've got from the LinkedIn one, like the LinkedIn one that we did about the algorithm on Tuesday, the amount of responses that we've got to just how valuable it was from people is like the best one that we've had yet, both on the call, but also since the call. So yeah, they are very, very valuable. So
absolutely. Come along. If worst case, you just get to spend an hour with me. I mean, I went down a few.
We're trying to sell it. We're trying to sell it, Christina.
All right, I'm going to go. Love you both. Love you all for tuning in. Thank you. Goodbye. Have an amazing time. Enjoy the weekend. Go get some sun. It's beautiful out there.
Got a Greg's sausage roll.
Cut pigeons back. I might go and get a Greg's sausage roll and throw it at the pigeon. I shouldn't say things like that.
Oh, right. Just hit the button. Hit the button.
Okay, we're gone. We're out.
Okay, see ya. Ta-da.
Bye.